this game might not be this match tonight might not be too important for Germany because they've already qualified. But this game was everything for Ecuador. They needed to do one thing tonight, just win. That's just all they had. It was even more harder coming into this game than the way they thought coming into this tournament. They lost their first match, they drew their second match, and that put them in a particular position where the only thing that would get them through to the next phase was just to win. And doing it against Germany is one difficult task that nobody expected them, to do it, knowing fully well that this team has not qualified for the knockout stage in the last 20 years, in the FIFA World Cup. So this was a huge mountain for Ecuador to climb. Now, the coach understands what was at stake. And Ecuador knowing fully well that defensively they are very good. Now, what they had to work on was their attack. The attack has been poor in this tournament. Ena Valencia is not getting goals. Plata is not being decisive up front. But tonight, it was a different team I saw with Ecuador. Plata was brilliant all three. He got the goal. See, I think this Ecuador team understand the fact that their strongest point is their defense. And that cannot take you too far if your attack does not produce. Right? You need to also have an attack that complements the defense as well. And now, Ecuador coming into this competition had 7 draws. Coming into this competition. So, they know how to keep the back closed, but that attack has always been the problem. And tonight, the attack, sprung up very, very well. The attack gave them what they needed, even knowing fully what I see. If they don't win this game is a problem. They still went ahead to concede in the first 6 minutes of the game. They had to do everything to find their way back into this game, and that's exactly what they did. In less than 10 minutes, they found their way back into the game, and they still had to hold them, face everything Germany threw at them, because this German national team have exciting players up front. Their defense have been a little bit shaky, with Rudiger and Jonathan Tah, there. But for Ecuador, they had to push everything they've got. And also remember that their defense still needs to be solid with Ordonez and also Pacho. But tonight, they gave their all. They gave everything they needed to give just to get that particular result, against Germany. It is never an easy one. 4 points has qualified them to the knockout stage of the competition. But if they did not win tonight, that would have been a huge problem or a huge headline, because Ecuador is one team that you would, put your mind on that, yes, this team at least should get to the round of 16 of this, competition. But let me know what you think concerning Ecuador and their chances of actually going far in this competition with the way they've played. Caicedo and the rest, in that team, they've actually really, really impressed defensively, but their problem has always been the attack. Let me know what you think about them and share your thoughts in the comments. Now for Germany. You see this German national team, there are cracks, and the cracks are showing. Now, this crack happened not in the first game. The first game against Curaçao, we all expected Germany to win, and they won that game 7-0. But the second game is against Ivory Coast. Germany went behind. Germany was not convincing in that game. It took the intervention of the bench and the substitution to get Germany into the game towards the end of that game and won the game through Ondaf. Ondaf got the winner for them. I think he got 2 goals in that game. So that was where I saw the cracks for Germany. Their defense is not really, really the best. Their attack, yes, will give you goals, definitely. They've always consistently scored goals, but their defense is where the crack has been, in this competition. And it showed today. Even when they went ahead in the 6th minute, what happened? What happened with the defense, putting them in the game, making them be ahead until the very point in which they doubled the lead? So to me, I think German national team is really not complete in terms of their ability to actually do better at all positions on the pitch. Right? So a player like Loresani, despite the fact that he scored the goal today, I am still not convinced, and a lot of Germans will agree with me, that this guy has not been convincing. I am very shocked that he even came to this World Cup. He has really not been convincing even since he left for Galatasaray. He has not been that best of that cutting-edge Loresani we used to know at Manchester City and the first 2 years at Bayern Munich. The goals are not coming. He had to take the intervention of somebody from the bench to get them 2 goals to scale through Ivory Coast. So the cracks are showing, and it showed tonight. Losing 2-1, despite the fact that the game was not super important, by with Germany qualifying through this game to the next round, it showed today, and that was where they will get a huge problem in the next round. Because these are where you need to see your flaws. These are where you need to address your flaws. And the flaws for Germany is not just scoring goals, it is defending the goals, keeping the ball out of the net. Yes, they have an aging back line. They have a back line that is almost over 30s. Only the left back is now, up to 30. But at this point, Germany needs to get their act right. Germany needs to get back into their rhythm, because trust me, the next stage might not be fair or might not be as easy as this group stage is. And I wasn't expecting them to actually lose to Ecuador, but the zeal, the motivation of Ecuador actually prevailed tonight, and you saw the quality that team has and the motivation that got them over the line. But let me know what you think concerning this German national team and their prospects of actually going far. Do you think they will get to the semi-final of this World Cup? Let me know what you think about that, and share your thoughts in the comment section. If you're new to this channel, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell to come your way again next time. I remain your boy Mikeway. Stay cool. Are we all seeing what is happening to African football at the World Cup? All African teams, okay, let me rephrase. Majority of African teams have impressed at this World Cup. And the latest to do that is Ivory Coast. And they have now qualified to the next stage of this World Cup. See, nobody gave them a chance. Nobody gave majority of African teams a chance. But I am particularly impressed by the numbers of African teams that has impressed in this tournament. From South Africa to Cote d'Ivoire to Cape Verde to teams, Morocco to maybe really not Senegal, but despite the fact that they are in a very tough group, they've really played well, they've scored goals, but they've not been able to cut it. But you have to give credit to Ivory Coast tonight. What they've done, qualifying to the next stage, they defeated Ecuador, and now they've defeated Curaçao to move to the next stage. 6 points, not easy to get 6 points at the World Cup, because teams that you are facing are equally good as you are, or even more better than you are in some occasions. But Ivory Coast has impressed. They score goals, they keep clean sheet. Their defense has been their strongest points in this tournament. They have a very, very close, tight defense, very, very strong one. With Diomande and the rest of those players, those guys has been very, very impressive. Look at what it took before Germany could break them. It took the last 5-10 minutes for Germany to break them. And tonight they've kept a clean sheet, the same way they kept the clean sheet in the very first game. So we need to give kudos, to Ivory Coast, who has really done well. And then to me, I think going forward to the next stage of this competition, which is a make or break for any team, obviously, but I think they are also going to do well as well. Diomande also has been very good in attack as well, with Ahmad. Good player, and he has brought the form from Manchester United down to the national team, as well as Nicolas Pepe. They've had very, very good core of players, and the understanding with the team is good as well. And that is what has improved and it helped their results in the last couple of games they've played at the World Cup. But let me know what you think about Ivory Coast. Do you see them surpassing the round of 32 stage at the World Cup? Let me know what you think and share your thoughts in the comments. Cheers.